Everything that we usually call routine, cooking, cleaning, minor repairs, today will turn into a show where every minute saves energy, money, and nerves. We have collected the boldest life hacks, from perfect donuts, as if from a conveyor belt, and instant strawberry cleaning to clever devices made from things that usually go into the trash. And this is only the beginning. One egg is left, and you have bought a new carton. See how to place them safely in the refrigerator. So that your kebabchi turn out even, use a plastic bottle as a dispenser for the minced meat. Simply draw a straight line perpendicular to the rack, and you will get perfect donuts in the deep fryer, absolutely identical, like at a confectionery factory. Remove the bottom of a cardboard cup and place it in a muffin pan. This will make pouring the batter cleaner and more convenient. Here is how you can use every centimeter of your oven so that all the baked goods are ready at the same time. If there is no steamer at home, but you want to cook steamed cutlets, use forks. It will turn out no worse. Removing the hulls from strawberries is easiest with the help of a plastic straw. Flour will no longer fly all over the kitchen. Take a glass with flour and press it to the sieve. Glue clay to the bottom of an egg tray and see how skillfully it copies the shape of disposable packaging. Now you have a more advanced storage container. To securely attach a small strainer to a plate, use a spoon as a clamp. Then it will not slip. It is very convenient to use a mop to carry all the purchased groceries into the house in one go. One more chance for a second life for plastic bottles. Make convenient containers out of them for storing all sorts of small things. Do not throw away the packaging from wet wipes. Its flip lid can find a wonderful use in its next life. Take the handle from a plastic jug, and you will get a convenient holder for garbage bags to sort it. Perhaps a small hanger will also come in handy in your kitchen. It will serve as a hook for a temporary bag for collecting waste while cooking. We are starting a new project from old rubber gloves. Now you have a whole set of convenient holders and tips. With the help of tape and 2 hangers, drying pillows turns out much more effective. To carry a mattress without effort, simply wrap its corners with adhesive tape. To put a key on a key ring, use a plastic drinking straw. This way your nails will not suffer, and the key will instantly jump onto the ring. In how to clean chewing gum stuck to clothes, simply place the item in the freezer and then easily remove the residue. For an oil stain to disappear from clothing, mix a little baking soda with dishwashing detergent. Apply to the stain, wait, and wash it in the machine. You will not even remember it now. To wash a colander properly, you need to direct a stream of water exactly along its shape. A tablespoon will help us with this. Has the pot handle become loose and wobbly? This is where a cork comes into play, which will solve the problem in a few seconds. Instead of struggling to thread a drawstring through a waistband, call on a pen for help. It will do this job for you. A tip for competent hanging of clothes. Trousers will keep their shape perfectly. An amazing transformation of an old toothbrush. You just need to cut off the head, heat the surfaces, and connect them again at a different angle. Now you have a warrior to fight dust and dirt in hard-to-reach corners where ordinary tools are powerless. How to effectively clean a pot or a deep fryer. Try this method. Heat activates baking soda, helping to easily remove dirt. The detergent breaks down fat, and hot water washes away all hardened residues. If scissors have become dull, do not buy others. Take a lighter and heat the blades over the flame, and then rub them against its flint. They will become sharper than new. With the help of a wine glass, make beautiful napkin clips out of fabric. We have many table decoration ideas. And this is how you can make a grid for a bouquet of tulips. The flowers in the vase will stand straight and organized. You can cover the frame for a homemade lantern made of a rubber balloon with wet toilet paper, decorate it a little, then wait until everything dries and remove the balloon. Then place a string of lights inside. Your lovely lantern is ready. If you love unique things made with your own hands that can look very stylish at low cost, try using this life hack for transforming a plate. A driftwood piece is not always something ugly. Its unique curves can become the basis for masterpiece furniture. Combine a wick, rice, water, vegetable oil, and a jam jar. Now you have an eco-friendly candle. Insert several wine glasses into an aqua noodle. Decorate with artificial flowers to hide the base. Pour water into them and place candles. As they float, they will create a soft shimmer. A beautiful arrangement for a romantic dinner. Here is a variant of easy gift wrapping of sweets in cellophane. Bricks are not needed, but the result is very similar to a brick wall. This clever trick is done using only a sponge. Then borrow a few bristles from a mop and make a small brush for cleaning any tubes. So that foam doesn't clog at the tip during spraying. Simply protect it with adhesive tape. When you remove it, the tube will remain clean. So stay calm, without foam. If you did not use all of the material, insert a small bolt into the nozzle, so the leftovers will not dry out until the next use. The gap between the wall and the baseboard is always a trap for dust, which over time spoils the appearance of the apartment. Use a protective layer to prevent dust from finding an empty space. Do not waste time removing film by hand. Let the drill handle it in just a few revolutions. When you drill tile, use a piece of a wet sponge. It will absorb the dust. All workers worry about paint splatters on the floor when painting ceilings. Place a piece of cardboard under the paint roller, and there will be nothing to worry about. When the floor starts to creak, drill several small holes in the place where you hear the problem. With a syringe, inject a little glue under the parquet, and the annoying sounds will soon disappear. A strip with a fastener placed on top serves simultaneously as a guide for perpendiculars and parallels, as well as a control point for the length of the fence. Flip the saw blade over and start sawing in a reciprocating manner. This technique significantly facilitates cutting material that is level with the ground. Round logs act like rollers, reducing friction between the concrete slab and the ground. This makes it much easier to move. In cutting, drilling, and screwing are not necessary. You can replace a board in another way. Let us reverse the order of actions. First, we will form the decking around the post, and only then will we install the post itself. Believe me, this is much simpler and more effective. Apply a little glue to a rubber patch when sealing a hole on a plastic pipe. Then, insert a cotton swab there to create a temporary handle. Then cover the surface with cotton. Slightly sand and apply another layer of glue. Now the leak is sealed reliably. And again use a mop handle to shake the tool for cleaning drains. This makes it easier to clear the path for the flow of water and prevent clogs. Simply attach a stick to the garden hose and direct it wherever needed. Now you will not have to bend over or hold your arm outstretched for a long time. Dandelions in the garden are a real disaster. Use a vacuum cleaner to get ahead of them and not give a single chance to take over everything. A vacuum cleaner again enters the battle with uninvited guests and wins. By the way, if you seal the exit, you can simply move the nest to another place if you do not want to kill the bees. Pour a little gasoline into a small container and place it under a wasp nest. Gasoline vapors will destroy it without direct contact. Beware of the proximity of flammable objects. Carefully check the entire surrounding area. Let the hammer drill do this for you. Drive stakes into the ground reliably and deeply. A wooden pallet and a few bolts will help create a convenient rack for parking your bicycle. And drill several holes in the bottom of a bucket, and now you have a convenient thing for overseeding the lawn. Then pierce a plastic bottle in several places and immerse it in a pot with a plant. Pour water into the neck. This way the water is guaranteed to reach the roots. Sow pea seeds in a temporary groove, and then simply slide everything at once into the dug trench in the garden bed. This way the plants will hold the line better. A disposable glove can become an excellent mold for pouring cement. You will get a planter in the shape of a hand tenderly holding plants. You no longer need to lift weights when applying fertilizers to the soil. Thanks to a backpack with a hose attachment, the process has become much easier. An ultra-budget hydroponic system is ready to use. With a plastic canister and several cups, a year-round garden will grow on your windowsill. When space is limited, plastic canisters can serve as mini garden beds or flower beds, and the neck will become the basis of a smart device with drip irrigation. If you want to get zinnia seeds, use organza bags. The seeds will fall into them by themselves. Do you want to protect carrots from frost? Cut off the tops. Cover the ground with mesh and burlap. Prevent weeds from appearing and keep the soil moist. Cover the space between plants with lava rock granules. This material is more durable than mulch. It does not decompose. Who said that gardening requires a large space? To create a flowering wall of purslane, you will need several plastic bottles. You can use plastic trays and PVC pipes to build a multi-tiered shelf stand. If you look at an old thing with a fresh eye, you will find a new use for it. An old boot can become a very convenient feeder for domestic birds. And a plastic canister will become a convenient bird feeder. You do not even have to do anything, just fasten it. And stems do not lose moisture. Leaves are loosely covered and do not wilt. You have just created a mini greenhouse in which greens keep freshness in the refrigerator for a whole week. If you use disposable plastic plates as a base under strawberry bushes, the plant will not come into contact with the soil and will remain clean from dirt and mold on rainy days. Do not throw away even a small piece of plastic pipe. Use it to make a ring to support the branches of shrubs. This way, your garden will become healthier and more beautiful. Usually an angle grinder is not intended for this job, but in skillful hands it can go out into the field and clear it of weeds. To say goodbye to a stump forever, install a protective mesh around it and with pleasure turn it into sawdust. To fight stubborn roots, call on your four-wheeled friend for help. Use the power of a wheel's rotation to roll up all those hoses. Save your energy and time for rest. In fact, a hammer drill will help you wind anything onto a spool. You can easily loosen the soil with such a combined tool. Increasing yield is not only about fertilizers. Proper planting matters. If you slightly bend the stem of the bush, there will be more roots and the plant stem will be thicker. Press a bowl into the sand like a mold. Then mix cement with water and pour it onto the bottom. Now press a piece of rebar into the mixture. Cover it with a plastic cup and pour more mixture. When your creation has dried, add a little paint and place the garden decor wherever you like. Turn a piece of an old tire inside out and drill a few holes. Children's swings or a mini armchair are at your service. When skillful hands start working with wood, those very first swings appear that later give us the very best childhood memories. There is enough heating to create a hole for planting. A glass bottle is also good for this. A long board will help you form rows in the garden beds. You will not even have to measure anything. There is no need to invent anything. Pierce a plastic bottle in several places and attach a hose for watering. Enjoy the even distribution of water. The plants will appreciate the new shower. You can plant two plants at once in one pot, the upper one that loves the sun and the climbing lower one that prefers the shade. Sharpen the edges of a tin can and make holes in the agricultural fabric with one movement. Create your own fountain without fantastic costs. Several fireproof bricks, a bowl-shaped vase, white stones, and plants. Enjoy beauty in a minimalist style. Cleaning up dry grass with an air duct now becomes a norm of life. No leaf blower? Take a hairdryer. Make a new smart birdhouse with your own hands and enjoy the cheerful chirping of feathered guests in the garden. If your plot is too small for a dream garden, grow it upward. A mini tower of pots will create much more beauty and inspiration for you than planting flowers in rows in the ground. And let the free space be occupied by productive crops. In order to get a good item, you do not need to incur large expenses. Connect several aqua aerobics noodles around a plastic pipe. Repeat. This will become the base of a table. Then make a tabletop from wood and paint it in the chosen color. Is this not designer furniture? The journey of an old gas tank can be an exciting transformation into an excellent stove. Stones often get stuck in the gate groove. Place an ordinary brush on the track, and you will not have to clean gravel from the channel. A slope must pass a testing stage with the help of a four-wheeled simulator before documentation is issued for it. Every parameter, traction, angle of inclination, and load capacity is carefully recorded to guarantee compliance with the grade. Creative clearing of a road from snow looks like this. The guys are great. They ride instead of waving shovels. Now you know how life becomes easier with simple techniques. Share your life hacks, write comments, give us likes, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Also watch our previous episodes. They are also very useful and incredibly interesting.